John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. I've got another cool broadhead to test here today, and I'm going to be using my 2026 broadhead test process to do it. It's another one by TERRA FIRMA. I recently started testing the TERRA FIRMA broadheads and have been really impressed with them, the Gladius and the Venator. And I've tested, I think, the 100 grain, 125 grain, but today I'm going to be testing the 150 grain Gladius. And let me tell you, this is one wicked cool looking broadhead. It might be the smoothest looking broadhead I've ever seen, okay? It really does look cool. And again, I'm going to be using my regimen for 2026 to put it to the test. And so for a detailed description of that test process, please check out the video that I posted earlier this year called 2026 Broadhead Test Process, and it'll walk you through all the details of my testing this year and why I do what I'm doing. I made a lot of changes. I'm in a new place in Colorado, so there's a lot of details that have changed. Please watch that video. Even if you've watched my testing for years, please watch it because it'll catch you up to speed. And for all the compound bow shooting, I'm using my Elite Eon, set at 62 pounds and 27-inch draw. And for all the arrows, I'm using Bishop Archery, FOC King, and Fat Eliminator arrows. And then for the crossbow shooting, I'm using a Ravin LR. Okay, let's zoom on in here, check out this Gladius 175 grain, and then put it to the test. Here's a good look at the TERRA FIRMA Gladius. Now this is the 175 grain model. I previously tested some of their lighter weight models, and this is just a cool looking one. Actually, all of them just look so wicked cool. But man, this 175 grain model looks really extra impressive. Looks like a little rocket ship there, doesn't it? And this one, I believe, was donated. A pack was given to me by the Arrow Builder. He sells TERRA FIRMA based in the U.S. And I believe it was him that sent me this. Sometimes I lose track. I with the move and everything, I've just lost track of some of the people who sent me different broadheads. Sorry about that. But I think it was from the Arrow Builder. You can check him out. Now with the materials, okay, it's a proprietary blend of what they just call high-grade steel. And it's one piece, just one piece construction. And they do encourage you to keep it dry and keep it lightly oiled for optimum performance. It also has a black matte coating to help prevent rust, but still keeping it dry and keeping it oiled will help. It's brought to a Rockwell hardness of 50, which they find to be a good balance of edge retention and ease of resharpening, as well as just durability. Now the dimensions of this, okay, this Gladius, it comes in 100, 125, 150, and 175. And you can check out my other reviews. I think I did the 125 and the 100. This is the 175. The diameter of the 175 is the largest. It's 1 1/8 inches. Okay, so kind of like the average 3-blade one-piece head, 1 1/8 inches. The others are 1 1/32 inches, so they're a little bit smaller. The length beyond the end of the arrow is 1.65 inches, and the thickness of the blades is 0.060 inches thick. Now, some features to notice here in the design is it has a weight-forward design to help with your FOC and help with flight. And so you see, like it's got, if I give a silhouette there, you can see that it's kind of like goes up, it curves up, and then it sweeps back, it goes down. So it has this weight forward. This front is a little bit heavier, and then it kind of narrows, and then it flares out like that. It widens, and this just gives it minimal surface area. Again, is extra, as well as extra weight forward, extra length. This just helps it have minimal surface area in flight and to aid in penetration as well. Now you notice also that it's 3-blade, but it's single bevel sharpened on each of these blades. Even the back is single bevel sharpened. It's a little bit angled to help it pull out of a target easier, or to cut tissue if it's backing out of an animal. If you did not get a pass through, I'm kind of squishing it there. Sorry, I just noticed that. So it's got that single bevel sharpening all the way around. Now that could be a little bit challenging to have 3 blades, single bevel, and a curve to those blades, but they make their own sharpener that works with their 2 and their 3-blade models. They're both single bevel, and they also sell a leather strop just to help really bring it to an even finer edge like that. Now on their website, you can use my discount code LUSK5, LUSK like number 5, Lusk 5, to save 5% on any order. And they're pretty inexpensive. They come in at just $11 per head direct from their website. And then my discount code saves money on top of that. So really cool design. Man, looks so good. Hope it performs like the other ones have. Can't wait to put it to the test and see how it does. With the Elite Compound bow, it got the 9 ring. With the Ravin crossbow, it also got the 9 ring. And you notice that in both cases, it hit the exact same spot. So that shows me it could be the weight or something like that that's making a difference, but it's extremely consistent shot to shot with the compound bow as well as the crossbow. It took 212 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.88 on a 10-point scale, and it's really good for a single piece 3-blade broadhead. It shows how sharp you can get that single bevel. It penetrated 8 1/4 inches. I know it doesn't look like that from the angle, the way the camera lines up and everything, but that is the measurement, 8 1/4 inches. It took an additional 104 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 7.92 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated through 55 layers, which is a 7.86 on a 10-point scale. It also gets a slight bonus for its length to width ratio. In friction-based mediums, that extra length can impede penetration, whereas in more fluid mediums like animals, it actually can enhance the penetration. So I accommodate for that with a slight bonus. It rotated 50 degrees at 11 inches. It's in excellent condition after the 3 shots through the MDF. And it's still in excellent condition after the 2 shots through the seal plate. And check out these holes. You can really see that single bevel rotation, making some really nice wound channels here. Here's a good look at this TERRA FIRMA after all the durability testing. And wow, it just performed really well in the MDF and the steel plate. You couldn't even tell it had been shot. And then into the cinder block, it just stuck very deeply and held together really well. Any bit of a spin issue is just because there's still a bunch of cinder block stuck to the chunk there. So this one held up so well through all the durability testing. It's going to get an extra bonus for the durability testing, and it's also going to get an extra chance to be shot through one of the high-speed Ravens into the cinder block for an extra bonus on top of that. So this is going to be kind of fun to test it. This is the same head that's been used in all the durability testing and was just shot by the Ravin LR at 450 feet per second into a cinder block for the second shot into a cinder block. And man, it held together really well. Got a bit of a hook to it there, but man, the edges held together pretty well. A little bit of edge chatter. It's going to get a score of 8 on a 10-point scale or plus 0.8 bonus in this extra durability test. So what'd you think? Man, I knew it was going to do well because I've tested TERRA FIRMA, and they don't make junk. I mean, they make really low cost, but really high quality stuff. And this one just performed really, really well. It got a very high score. You check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that matter to you the most, and see if it might be a good fit for you and your hunting needs. And stay tuned for the overall cumulative score, as well as the corresponding Lusk grade. And stay tuned for a list of all the discount codes I can offer, like TERRA FIRMA. For TERRA FIRMA, if you use the discount code LUSK5, Lusk and then number 5 on their website, it'll save you 5% on any order. And given that they already have such low prices, man, that's really a nice savings. But there's a lot of other discount codes on that slide coming up as well, just to help you save some money. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time.